behind the scenes with future country rock blues kings and queens. Discover them first with Palm Mash TV. Palm Mash TV.
Well, hello there. It's Paul Mash TV time again. Thank you so much for joining us. We have a great interview coming up shortly. But before we get into that, don't forget about the subscribe and bell buttons if you haven't done that yet. They're going to help notify you of any new episodes coming your way. And leave a comment on the comment section if you'd like. We'd love to hear from you there. And if you pay attention to the description part as well as closing credits at the end of the show, there's going to be content info for you. So I hope you'll stay tuned for that. From the legendary rhythm and blues group Troupe, we have Jon Jon with us today. And he's an awesome artist, obviously. And he's going to be talking with us. So we'll get to that in a second. But first, here's a quick word from the Caden Gordon Show, as well as Woody's Drumsticks. And don't forget, if you type Paul Mash TV at checkout at Woody's Drumsticks, you're going to get 10% off your order. So without further ado, we'll start the commercials. And then we'll be right back right after this.
It is Caden from the Caden Gordon Show. Today's best country mix. Check out my show at thecadengordonshow.com.
At Woody's Drumsticks, we focus all of our sticks on being a hair longer than everybody else's. Why? Well, all of our sticks are going to be going through the same quality control process as every other stick on the planet. However, the extra length gives you an extended reach, so you can reach for higher cymbals. It makes the sticks last a little longer. We put our shorter taper at the end, which gives more girth in the base of the stick and allows you to play for longer, better, stronger, faster. So once you switch from one brand to Woody's, you'll never go back, and that's a guarantee.
Okay, we're back, and with us from Pasadena, California, we have from the Rhythm and Blues group Troupe, Jon Jon. Thanks for joining us, Jon Jon.
Hey, thanks for having me, my man. Thanks. Paul, what's going on, my man?
Oh, not much, man. I'm glad to have you here today.
Thanks for having me, man.
Yeah, no problem. Why don't you answer this question for me? I know a lot of artists, they're in musical families, but sometimes they just want to venture out in the music field on their own. Tell us what your story is. Is it anything like that?
Yes, it is. Started out with my family first, singing in church, and with my mom, my brother, and two sisters, and we just sang and rehearsed like sun up to sundown, and we was always singing in someone's church. But at the end of the day, who wants to be made, to do that or to do anything? So after that, I just got really serious about the sport of basketball, and I just played that like crazy, like 3 and 4 different teams at one time, trying not to be a singer, running from it, and then that's how I ran into a friend of mine, Stephen Russell Hartz. We always was at the Boys and Girls Club out here in Pasadena, and he was a dancer, and he could dance his butt off, man. So he had a bunch of dancers with him, and we would do Thriller, and we would do Beat It. Then we would do then he would do Billie Jean and just turn it out, But at the time, I never knew that he could sing. And so it was his birthday. And he was I think he was turning 13. I was about 14 at the time. And he was singing this song about Michael Jackson. He was singing Lady of My Life over the phone. To this girl, and that blew my mind. I was like, whoa. So it pretty much grew from that, and for me, being friends with him and being a part of the group Troupe and everything, and that's how all of that came about. Also through Rodney's mother, she had a dream of her son being on stage with 4 of his friends, so they got together and went and did the television show Putting on the Hits, and they won $1,000, and a producer called the show, Greg Perret, wanting to know if the guys could really sing because he liked the performing. So they got in contact with Rodney's mother. The other guys that did the show wasn't a part of the group, but they auditioned myself, Steve, and another guy named Shane, and Rodney and Reggie was still a part of the group, and we tried out for Greg Perret, the producer that called the show Putting on the Hits, and he liked what he heard. He had put us in the studio. We did some songs with him along with producer Michael Henderson. He did a song on this called I'm Gonna Make It Right For You. And Greg had did a song on this called Love Toy. So we would sing a cappella, and we did a showcase with A&M Records, and we were still wet behind the ears, so we didn't get the deal. And the last guy, Shane, he got impatient, so he stopped coming around. That's how Steve had found Alan. We got Alan into the group. Something was going on with Greg and his family, so he decided not to like really be a part of the music group, the music industry. But he gives a number over to Steve, and Steve, I guess he just takes the number and gives the number to Rodney's mom, and she gives it. She calls the number, which is David Cook and Steve Cohen, and we auditioned for them, and they got the deal with Atlantic Records.
Mm. Okay, yeah, that's a great story there, Jon Jon. You mentioned Putting on the Hits. I remember that from years ago. That was a great show.
Yeah,
And, and if I'm not mistaken, that "Lady in My Life" song you're talking about, that was on the Thriller album, if I'm not mistaken. And I was loving
yes,
the song. And
yeah.
well, why don't you tell me a little bit about your influences? You mentioned Michael Jackson, so I'm guessing he was probably a big influence on you.
Yeah, him, his entire family, his brothers, big influence. They were just, the top of the food chain for us. We loved the Jacksons. We loved everybody else as well, New Edition, and that we did New Edition songs and talent shows, and that's pretty much how we got our start through the city of Pasadena doing talent shows and doing New Edition. So yeah, we was always doing stuff like Cooler Now, Mr. Telephone Man, Kind of Girls We Like. We would do Count Me Out, A Little Bit of Love Is All It Takes, and yeah, so that's the thing that what we were doing. At that time we were called Five of a Kind.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
"Lost in Love" was another good one I liked.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah, but that was pretty good song too. That Jackson Five, as you mentioned.
yeah.
Well, why don't you tell everybody how we can find out, where you're at, like in the social media, streaming media, and if you have an official website and all that, so people can check you out there.
Our social media is you can look up on Facebook in all capital letters, We Love Troop. You can look up Jon Jon's solo project, Finally. You can look up Team Jon Jon, all of that on Facebook. And then you can hit me up on Instagram at Jon Jon Herald on Instagram. And yeah, that shows everything what I'm doing, even with the new single, well, my latest single that I have out right now, which is Cover Girl. So all of that stuff is out there. Everything that I've done with the group and solo stuff, everything is out there on Instagram. Everything's out there. You'll be able to see it all.
Okay, well, check them out on all those platforms you just mentioned. I know we love hearing from you. And
Yeah,
you just mentioned the video we're actually going to be playing, "Cover Girl." It's a great
yeah.
song. I heard that's actually a remix of the original one, I guess. But anyway, tell us
Oh,
all.
no. Cover Girl is not. It's not it's an original song that was written by Marcus. M1. He did a song for one of our friends, Brent, for Brent to go ahead and sing it. Brent was having some challenges or whatever, and just didn't want to go ahead and like really, keep it going as a performer, singer. And so Marcus hit me up and was like, "Man, I need for you to do this record, man." And so went out to the studio, did the record, released it. There's a radio edit version of it. There's a remix version with with M1 rapping on it. We have a jazz version with a saxophonist and the violinists. They do some great work on it. We have a few artists on there. Natasha Jones, a female group also by the name of X. And it's a great record, you know. It's like it has different versions of it out there, but it's an original song.
Okay, well, go check
Yeah.
that out in just a minute there. I know I love the song, and we'll get to that in a second, like I said. But just before we get into that, I want to thank you so much, Jon Jon, for being on the show. Come back anytime you want to plug something new. Maybe we'll have you back on sometime.
You got it. We'll do.
Okay, well, here it is, Cover Girl by Jon Jon, and it begins right now.
Yo, M1! Fly ride, bro. Where we going?
That's the Cover Girl show.
Cover Girl show.
Go on, Jay.
Nice.
M1! Get at me.
Give it up for the fashion queen, looking like she came out of magazine. Beautiful and ravishing. I've seen it, girls, I've seen my dream. Them other girls are basic, none of my time get wasted. Tryna exercise my patience, but please don't keep me waiting. Let me take you to another world, nothing like them other girls. When you wet your hair, it kinda curl with a face like one of them cover girls.
Girl, beauty queen, flashing lights on the scene. Heads and left to right is real. Whole lot of this and that's the deal. You know I got it. You know I work it, baby. You know I got it. You know I'm on it, baby. Superstar on the rise. Beauty queen in your eyes. I wear the culture proudly. Keep the cameras on me, yeah.
Wear the culture proudly. She deserve a ring just like an Audi. Right like you want to trip to Maui. Sometimes she smiles seems to wow me. She's a sophisticated, educated person. Know her worth and that's what make her perfect. Love the way she move and how she works. But confidence is one thing that's certain. She got that cover girl ability. She walk that runway. She's gonna be everything you want. You wanna see. That cover girl. That cover girl. She got that poster girl ability. She got that face right out of magazine. That cover girl magazine. Don't she look good? Yeah.
I can't seem to figure out what is it you want.
What is it you
from
want?
me? Is it my energy? No, I will always be your
She's got that
style.
style, that look, that cover girl. She's got me shook. She's got me shook. So tonight, girl, it's on. I'm on it, and we're going home. She got that cover girl ability. She walk that runway. She's gonna be everything you want. You wanna see. That cover girl.
Yeah.
Cover girl.
Oh yeah, Shimano. We gon' make it dance. We gon' ride it like a caravan. Is this recording? We gon' rock it like a caravan. This recording? Oh yeah, Shimano. We gon' make it dance. Cover girl like a caravan. Cover girl like a caravan. You're not.
Got it, ex-girl goddess. Natural beauty, all natural body. Coming with the fire, not Naomi attire. Ex-girl desire, I ain't never been a liar.
Hello, world.
Beauty queen, sweet 16, yeah,
Yeah.
the magazine. Lipstick, Instagram pic, yeah, we model
Cover
it.
girl,
Legs, lips,
beauty.
thighs, hips, diamond to the
M1.
cheeks, yeah, we starting on a trend.
Lipstick.
It's on.
Makeup, lipstick. Makeup, lipstick. Makeup, lipstick.
It's on.
she look good. That cover girl.